Spoke about the joy of the Lord is our strength. And that's what it's all about to me, man. If I'm not high, having a good time, I'm powerless. But I'm full of power tonight because I love seeing people like you guys here. And how many of you are in recovery? Give me a wave out here. Everybody recovery. That's right. A lot of us are in discovery. We're getting to know ourselves. Every morning I pull a GTA. That means I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative. Every morning I do a checkup from the neck up. Every day I get rid of my stinking thinking. And I'm on fire for the Lord to be a blessing to others. So God bless you and give yourself another big hand. Yeah. I want to have my brother over here, Michael, come up here first, introduce himself, and then say a few words to you, and then we'll get ready with our music and everything else tonight. Gee, it's a hard choice. Sunday, you go first, yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to Lift Off Productions. First off, we just want to say we're so glad that you're here, right? Every single person in this room has a beautiful talent and a wonderful skill, and we look forward for the moment in time that you open and you're healing and your heart is there enough that you get to share those gifts with us. You know, once upon a time we came from this place where we didn't give up the connect and we didn't give up all of these things, and now we give so freely, right? What we understand is for much is given, much is required, right? And so we are a people that are in recovery that have seen the choice, right? The choice that we have every day to be a giver or a taker, right? And we've made that choice actively to become a giver today, to give freely what was so freely given to us. So I appreciate everyone in this room. I'm really grateful. Hi, Daddy. I'm really grateful that everybody is here. Chief always tells us, right, the magic is Jesus. And so we get to understand that no matter where we come from and what we do, we know that there is this power greater than ourselves, and that His name is God, and that He died for us, and that we get the opportunity to show everyone in the world that it's real. You guys are walking, talking, living, breathing miracles. And it's real, and it's everywhere around you. And so when you get the opportunity tonight, introduce yourself to someone you haven't met yet, and you'll see how the magic starts to grow. So thank you all for being here.
Tonight you'll see cameras around, so get rid of that. If you owe people money or you're in trouble, you got warrants, just cover your face a little bit like that. I got my producer here from Peacock TV. He's going to be doing a special thing like that. So if you're one of those kind of people you'd like to be interviewed or talk about stuff or make yourself infamous or famous, you can do that tonight. Right now, my friend Michael, all the way from New York.
What's up, guys? Thanks, Chief. Again, my name is Michael Fiore. Clean date of 11/3/21. 20 years active user, 12 years methadone as high as 120 milligrams. So both my parents died of AIDS, of heroin use, 2 grandmothers alcoholism, grandfather heroin, and an uncle heroin. So you can say I got into the family business, so to say, right? One of the things I realized through this process is that all things work together for good now that I'm getting closer to God, right? So recovery is a lifestyle, it's a mindset, it's a way of living. Just like our addiction was a lifestyle, a mindset, and a way of living. Now that I know that all things work together for good, my addiction's actually been teaching me how to be successful in recovery. So today I'm happy to say I am proud and honored to call myself an addict in recovery, and I'm proud and honored to be here with every single one of you guys. So our thoughts, right? My process is thoughts, actions, feelings, right? I thought of the drug, I used the drug, I felt the drug, right? Recovery is the same thing. I'm going to show you how we can't control our thoughts. If I ask you what's 2 + 2, can you stop 4 from coming into your head right now, right? So we can't stop thoughts from coming in our head, but we can prevent the action afterwards. So throughout this process, what I realized was my addiction is a trickster. That's all it does. You know what I'm saying? It makes us think that it brings things out of us. Like if we drink, we become social butterflies. No, it was already inside of us. Or if you smoke weed or do something, you get more creative. No, it was already inside of you. I'm going to show you how you don't need to be given recovery. It's already inside of you. Yeah. Grit. Grit is doing something you don't want to do. Raise your hand if you did a lot of things in your active addiction you didn't want to do. Change your perspective, because when I wake up every morning, I don't always want to do this, but I remember all the grit that I had in active addiction, I apply it in my recovery. Motivation. Raise your hand if you still got your drugs if you woke up with no money. You were motivated. So let's talk about what motivation is first, right? Motivation's a feeling for me. First, it's good habits, right? Self-discipline that leads to good habits. Good habits leads to consistency. Consistency leads to progress. Progress leads to happiness, and then I'm motivated. That's why I never woke up motivated to get my life together. Let's go to another one. Determination. Anybody ever stopped the first drug dealer didn't pick up? We kept calm. We need determination in recovery. Critical thinking. We are the most critically thinking people in this world as addicts. I'm going to show you how critical I was. I would get a job, set up an interview for another job 2 weeks later. Why'd you think I did that? Because I was going to get a paycheck, get high, and get fly, and I wanted another job. I knew what blocks I couldn't walk down because I owed people money, right? I knew whose bags I could skip because they weren't weighing it. So therefore, we already had the motivation, we had the determination, we had the grit, we had the critical thinking. Courage. Courage is doing something knowing what the end result could be. People go to war, they have courage because they know they could die. We put drugs in our body knowing they could kill us. You know what I'm saying? So we already have it. If you're in treatment right now, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. If you could accept where you are today, you will get better at where you are today to where you need to go tomorrow. Because if you think about it, us addicts are not forsaken. We are chosen. Look at this world we live in with racism and everything like that. Just take a look around how diverse this room is and outside is. Us addicts work with anybody, regardless of skin color, creed, sexual orientation. We're the ones that are meant to pull everyone out of the darkness. Because not only do we find the light in our darkness, we then bring it and we prosper over a mental illness known as addiction. You know what I'm saying? Everything God will create in His image, and I love saying this because the more I say it, the more I realize it. Everything that He created, the sunrise, the sunset, even mountain goats. Mountain goats are able to climb up mountains. You know what I'm saying? Every single one of us are eagles, though. Eagles fly towards the storm. They don't fly away from it. The rest of the world flies away from addiction. We fly towards it. What does an eagle do? It rises above the storm and then rides it back. In recovery, we have to learn backwards, right? You don't need to be taught how to do recovery. Just look at the past you. It shows you every bad decision, bad choice, every person you went around, everything that you weren't supposed to do. So what I do today, what makes me want what I want, real simple, right? It's what I don't want. My wants will limit me. If you are always chasing your wants, you will be limited. Just do the things that you don't want in your life no more. Don't go around the people you don't want to be around no more. And I'm going to end it with this, right? It's my favorite quote. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. Nobody could be you better than you could be you. The world needs you. You guys are not one of 7 billion. Stop following trends. You are a trend. You are enough. Sunday told me it one day, and I'll never forget it. She told me I was enough. And when she said that to me, it hit me a certain way. Right? Do not be a noun. You're not him. You're not her. You are a verb. Take action in your life today. You know what I'm saying? Your treatment facility. When I was in treatment, let me just tell you something real quick. I'll give God His glory, and then I'm done with this, right? And 8 months ago, I was living in treatment. Year and a half ago, I was picking up cigarettes off the floor, eating out of garbage cans, living on a New York City subway. If you don't think God will move mountains quick, listen to this right now. In 8 months, I've traveled to more states than I've ever been in my life. I speak from colleges down to elementary school. I was a guest on Dr. Phil. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing what God will do if you just search for Him. Search for Him, and He's been waiting for us. He can't hear us if we don't pray to Him. We are not forsaken. We are chosen. Whatever pain you've been through is not your pain. Excuse my language. Stop being so fucking selfish with your pain. Share it with the world. Because if something terrible happened in your life, you have the ability to overcome it and help somebody out there that's not able to do it. These kids are dying every 5 minutes. I don't want you to understand my words. I want you to fucking feel my words. I understand the speed limit. Doesn't mean I'll follow it. But if I get a ticket and go to jail for speeding, guess who's following the speed limit tomorrow? Our story's lying what we overcome, not what we've done. Your story's not being fucking told yet. Take control of your life. Thank you.
That's right.
Give it up to my son, Mike. Cindy. Right before I have our opening act tonight, then we'll have our main event in the ring here tonight. First off, I want to say thank you. You know who you are in this room. All of you have been part of my journey. Part of the encouragement that you give to me. Some of you with money, some of you with hugs, some of you with prayer, some of you with love of all kinds. But this room is filled with men and women who help make this magic ministry, this set free ministry, this recovery program work. We come together here, not for money, but to encourage one another, to be a blessing, to lift each other up. And like Mike said, it's so wonderfully, so God's not a respecter of persons. He takes us all. Look at the leader of the pack. They call me the chief because I'm the chief of sinners. Most of you have no idea what is sin like till you find out about my life. I'm real Googleable. Are you? Have you showed up yet on this planet? Hopefully not like I did. But God, a lot of people go, well, you did this, you did that. Here's what God did. He dropped all the charges. I am free, and I'm flying like an eagle for Him. And so I want to thank all of you for your love, your prayers, your money, your help, your encouragement, all that kind of stuff. And let me tell you, man, life gets a little too serious too often for too many people. We need a good laugh night. So I want to introduce my new friend, Big Adrian over here. Let's give it up for him. Woo! Give him some love here. And my brother, it was an honor and a privilege to have you here. And I mean, look at these beautiful faces. I can't wait. I hope you clown people too. You can start with me. That's all right.
You got too many tattoos on your face to clown with you and shit. That's Chief is the definition of fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the old school. You know that shit. You should respect that motherfucker. Hey, let's give it up for Chief and all this. Everybody being here tonight. My name is Big Adrian, and I am the Wolf fan of comedy. I'm just letting you know, and I also do tattoos, just letting you know. Little promo. I was gonna joke with them. Where are the newcomers at? Hey. That's right, let's give it up for the newcomers, man. Woo! I always like to say hi to the newcomers because y'all don't know shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Nothing has happened to you yet. You know what I mean? That's a big yet. I'm gonna tell you right now. But one of the things that I realized is that, you know, getting us in here this July, we'll be celebrating 14 years of recovery. Yeah. Woo! First attempt at sobriety and being clean, and it stuck just like the first time I took a hit off that pipe. You know what I'm saying? And newcomers, I'll be honest with you, and something I've always said, if you're not laughing your recovery, you're doing this wrong. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you can't find something to love in this life, trust me, you ain't gonna stick around. So I appreciate the fact that you made this happen tonight. So give it up, another round of applause, and let's get into it. Now I see that there's children in the audience, and I hope you don't mind, but I am raw as a motherfucker. So we're gonna laugh tonight. I wasn't expecting it was gonna be a PG-13 shit, but I'm in a fucking boxing ring right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to fight. So let's go. Happy New Year, everybody, by the way. Just if I haven't told you yet, Happy New Year, right? Okay, fuck it, fuck me back. Goddamn, everyone, like, you look like you were waiting for methadone and shit. Just like, fuck. Shit. Just talking about all that love and shit. I said Happy New Year, nobody. That was very welcoming. Thank you.
Happy New Year!
Thank you. What? Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Hey, has anybody made New Year's resolutions this year?
No.
You can be honest. You can
No.
No. Right. Okay, cool. So I made a couple New Year's resolutions, and one of the things that I found out years ago for myself is I don't like to take away things from my life, right? I like to add things. So this year I wanted to add a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? I want to start dating more. I don't know if anybody here, if you're a newcomer, don't date, just fuck a lot. I mean, it doesn't say you can't in the book. I'm just saying, it doesn't say nothing about it in the book. And if you're worried about 13 stepping, don't trip. You gotta do all first 12 steps before it's considered the 13th step. You know what I'm saying? If you're screwed before you finish the 12 steps, it's called half stepping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all failed math, you won't get that joke? I don't know. But I really realized, man, I'll be honest with you, I want to freaking date more. But the thing is, I'm a sick motherfucker. I'm an old meth head from back in the day, right? I want to date like midgets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not just like midgets. People are like, fuck that, where's this from? I don't want to just date like midgets. I want to date like little people, midgets, dwarfs, you know shit? Like I want to have a whole fucking mixture of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I want to have leprechauns, munchkins, you know what I'm saying, Smurfs, you know what I mean? Hey, look, it's like Halloween. Anybody ever got Halloween candy? All those minis? I want to have chicks like that in my book. I just throw the bag out and I go, fuck with them. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want to be big to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm working on this program, motherfucker. I know what I got. And it's too damn cold. I lost 2 inches standing outside, dog. You know what I'm saying? You ladies don't have to worry about that shit. All the guys in here know exactly what I'm talking about. We're outside being like, yeah, bro, if you see a guy starting to do this shit, he's trying to warm him up. You know what I mean? That's what the hell's happening. I'll be honest with you right now. But it's true. I actually this year also I want to date a black chick. I want to hook up with a black chick. She's trying to hide in here. No, you're like the only one here, dude. She literally tried to hide next to the black fucking punching bag. What the fuck? It's true. You know what I mean? Because I want to give that girl a Wakanda for right now, not forever. You know what I mean? Like when I'm done with that shit, I just want to be like. I want to introduce her Black Panther to my brown chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? It's true. I'm just saying, yo, man, I don't discriminate shit. Anybody on that motherfucker, I don't care. But it's true, because one of the things that I tripped out about, like, I don't know if anybody's into, like, movies and stuff. Anybody seen the movie Cocaine Bear? We're getting closer as we go. She looked at me like I was an AMC movie ticket. I'll buy you popcorn, girl, but I'll butter that motherfucker myself. I'll even bring fucking tahini for that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of white people in the back like, what the fuck's Cajun? If you've ever eaten Mexican catnip, dog, that's what the fuck's on it. That little fucking... That's what it is. But I realized that. I saw Cocaine Bear last night, and I said that was an awesome movie. I said, there's a bear that had cocaine. He literally did cocaine. This bear mauled a motherfucker. And on the leg he went, I was like, fuck yeah. Raw dogging, no straw. You know what I'm saying? But I started getting pissed off at the movie because there's these guys that were sitting right in our row. They're like, cocaine! Yeah, crack! And I wanted to stand up like, bitch, have you ever sucked dick for crack? Like, you know what I mean? You do not know what the fuck you're cheering for, motherfucker. Like, look at see it, you hit that. I still had that shit. 14 years sober, that shit still clicks. So when you snort a drug, bro, it fucking burns in the back and you get a drip. He's looking at me like I don't know what the fuck, like he's supposed to be doing Pokemon and shit. What the fuck? It's alright, bro. One of the things that I tripped out about this movie, though, I was watching this bear and I was like, dude, this bear is doing so much fucking cocaine. And it's not going through withdrawals. I said, that's some bullshit. And then I found out in the reviews that they were saying they're going to make a new movie called Meth Alligator. It has to be in Florida. They said they're going to make a movie called Meth Alligator. And I said, you know what would be better than fucking Meth Alligator? A movie called Meth Latino. I would be the star of that motherfucker. It's true. Because I thought about it. I said, you know what? We really don't have a lot of Hispanics out there, right? And we got Jason Momoa, you know, he's doing his shit, and great, right? But I got pissed off at him too. He made a movie called Aquaman, and every fucking Islander wanted a fucking Islander like a motherfucker, bro. But I tripped out about it, you know what I mean? Because every time they say Mexican, they're like, yeah, fucking cut my yard. Like, we don't have a, like, you know, like a superhero. So when the guy came out with Aquaman, I said, you know what? I want to be a Mexican superhero. That wasn't a joke. What the fuck? You're like, bro, you're a little overweight to be a superhero. What happened?
We can't hear you out here.
my mouth anymore, dog. I don't do it. I don't have to live like that no more. You know, I make my own money. Large popcorn, you know what I'm saying, girl? But I was tripping out because I was thinking about this and I was like, dude, this guy has Aquaman, right? And he comes out of the water, and fucking hair and all shiny and shit. Beard all perfect. Fuck him. More like Jason Momoa. And I thought, what kind of superhero would I be if I was a Latino superhero? I'd be Horchata Man. With the body of a torta. You know what I mean? I did. I said, what would be my superpower? I would eat all that plate, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that up. I'm full. I'm not. Like in one swoop, just eat that fucking plate. You know what I mean? And then I thought about it. I said, what about Wonder Woman? I wonder what a motherfucker could. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my super name. But I thought about that. I go, what would be my superpowers? Meth Latino. I said, you know what it would be? I'd have one of those lights like Batman and shit, but in the light, instead of a bat symbol, it would be a pipe. And whenever the fucking commissioner would want me, that fucker would light up in the end and shit, like somebody was actually fucking lighting the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would roll around in a vehicle, that'd be the meth mobile. It had 2 spare tires on that motherfucker. 5 different colors of paint on that motherfucker, like for pickup parts. I'd have a jug of water in the trunk in case it fucking broke down. And the back would be a butane like a blowtorch lighter in the back. You know what I'm saying? So like the Batmobile and they fucking, like the old school one, but this one I'd have to fucking have like 3 lighters to turn it on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Hey, anybody here dating? It got quiet as a motherfucker. Man, fuck that on this program. I saw some of you newcomers went, scared than a motherfucker in here, huh? You're afraid Chief's gonna look at you and shit, huh? They said, nah, they heard that guy from Brooklyn, they got all spiritual, they're like, I can't be honest with that. I just sucked dick in the parking lot for a fucking disposable vape. Hey, when you say hi to somebody, just see if their breath smells like strawberry banana and shit right now. Dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dirty. No, who's your dating? You can go ahead, raise your hand. Anybody dating? Dating? Yep. You're destroying the shit out of that dog. That's a big motherfucker right there, dog. Look at that grin. He's like, every night, bro. She's blushing like a motherfucker. You just turned Indian right now, girl. She's redder than shit, didn't she? Yes, sir. It's okay, girl. You're next to the weights anyway. Just do some squats. Dating is weird in recovery, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? No? Just because you're in love and shit, look at her. She still puts her head on his shoulder, dog. Like, you know what I mean? How long have you 2 been together? Oh, fuck. It's February, right? Oh, shit. So a month or 2? So you're still in the honeymoon phase? Where'd you meet? Bro, you're supposed to be going home with literature, not a lover, dog. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I fucking took from meetings, bro? A court card. How the fuck you get that? See, it's the beard, huh? So I can't grow that shit. I got too much Native American in me, you know what I'm saying? Anybody have any Native American in them? Yes? I don't grow no hair like that. Not at all. But you found that's cool. Dating is weird in recovery, though. I'll be honest with you about that. Anybody use dating sites? Bro, that motherfucker's hand went down up real slow, dog. It's cool. Hey, you know. What dating site do you use? Oh shit, he's Asian. He knows all that technology and shit.
Hey, I know you.
He's the motherfucker that blocks my shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll be honest with you. Dating and recovering is weird. I'll be honest with you like that. For a lot, I'll let you ladies know right now. For us guys, it's very scary because we don't know if our shit still works. That wasn't a joke. It was just a fact. Girl's like, I'll still buy the popcorn. Fuck, she's like worried about looking at my popcorn. Bro, we don't need my brown chihuahuas running to bark. You know what I'm saying? Got you. But it is, it's weird. I think the fact is, it's like with dating sites, right? Because I don't know if anybody here, we're from the old school, a lot of older people. Where are my people that are like in their mid-20s and younger? Make some noise. Where are my people that are older than that? Make some noise. That's how you do, boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? They got sober and all the juice came back. No Viagra, no Blue Chew, no Cialis, no nothing. What was this? Fucking 12 steps. That motherfucker rose 12 inches, didn't it? That's why it's scary for y'all ladies in recovery. You guys, we left the dope, we left this, we left the chase. You know what we got? Horny. You know what you ladies got? Lesbian. A lot of y'all are laughing a little too hard at that joke. It's like, they started grabbing their partner. It's weird because I go to dating sites and I trip out on dating sites about that, right? Because I usually put on there, hey man, I'm sober, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, right? And the one thing that I trip out about that is the profiles. Now, I don't know if anybody here has ever used any dating sites for profiles, right? But I'll be honest with you ladies, I'm gonna talk for all these guys. I don't know, I'm just gonna talk for them because I got the fucking mic. Ladies, I don't think you know what you want. Got quiet like a motherfucker, didn't it? Somebody told me to preach. I said, okay, I will. This is the reason why. I've been on so many dating sites, not as much as homeboy over there, but I've been on a lot of them. He's probably on it right now checking his phone like. But one of the things that I figured out about is, ladies, you get confusing. And I'll tell you why. Ladies, you will put on your profile, I want a man who has his shit together. The cute girl over there is the first one laughing because she knows she puts the same shit. I want a man who has a job, has his life together, is available. Right? I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then you read on that profile, I don't have no car, no job, I got 5 kids, 4 baby daddies and shit, my credit report's all fucked up, this is going on, I still live with my parents and shit, but you better have your shit together. At some point I'm like, are you putting what you want or like your goals that you want to complete this year, dog? Because this guy needs to have some shit. I messaged some girl and she's like, I live out in like Hesperia. What the fuck is that? I'm from Southern Cali. Hesperia? It sounds like that fucking Activia. That sounds far, bro. I go, well, that's cool. We'll meet halfway. She goes, no, my car doesn't work. You need to pick me up from my front door like a princess that I am. I said, hey, bitch, we live in a democracy, though. There's no royalty up here. Are you pitching in for gas? She goes, no, because I'm a princess. And I said, well, you know what? You should probably go to fucking Europe where they still have a fucking king and queen and shit and get your princess on. Because I live in an apartment, not a fucking castle, dude. You know what I'm saying? This Mexican jumped the border, not a moat. You know what I mean? It's the truth, though. I mean, what the fuck? I want to be treated like a queen. For my ladies, who here's a queen up in here? Go ahead and make some noise. Oh, yeah. Did you hear what happened? They raised their hand first and didn't follow directions. That's some bullshit. See that? One of the things that I realized, especially with my children, I raised them to be human beings, first of all. Because one of the things that ends up happening, when I start saying that I'm a king and a queen, my pride starts getting too fucking lifted a little bit. Now what ends up happening is I think I'm a king. Now I get a queen and I take her to my bedroom and she realizes I'm just a peasant in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's false advertising, goddammit. Let alone, you ladies, I don't know what like geometry class y'all took, but you all have the best angles or the best iPhone filter or some bullshit because, and it's always up here, huh? I saw this girl that had this angle and shit and I was like, oh, she's slamming. I was like, man, I will go pick you up. Where, Hesperia? Where the fuck, where? I I'll even take a dozen eggs, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's expensive as fuck right now. I went to go meet her. Now, I don't know what angle and filter she was using, but I met her and her other 15 chins. Now, again, I'm just saying, I didn't realize I was gonna have to pay for 14 people to eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still fucked her, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I told you I ain't racist when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? Big people, little people, one little, two little, three. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But the thing that I trip out is guys can't have that though, right? We gotta be all this. And one of the things that ladies you always ask for a guy about, I want a full body pic. You never ask him about his credit score and shit? Like, I got good credit. I got like some fucking like good credit. The problem is, I'm getting so old now I'm getting AARP shit. You know what I mean? Now for you young people, you're like, what's ARP? It's not an app. Because as you get older, isn't dating more difficult as you get older? Like, hey, my couple over here that's in love right here, they still can't, that's fucking disgusting. So one of the things that you still look at each other like there's love there. That's you have kids? You have kids? Together? Separate? Oh, that's why you're looking at it with love, dog. That ain't baby mama and shit for nothing. I got 3 baby mamas that I don't even look at their number, dog. I'm like, nope. But it's true, right? You get that honeymoon phase, and this is all great, and it's all gravy, it's all nice. How young are you? Fuck, you don't know shit. Not yet. You know how that happens? Because back in the day when I used to date, and some of y'all older cats will know this and you'll appreciate this, some of you younger people won't know what the fuck this is about. We used to have to go out. We used to have to get ready. Remember that shit? Yeah. Put on your big daddy clothes. Look, see what I mean? You used to have to go out and get ready and shave. You throw that little a cologne back down there and shit just in case. Hey, because you got older, you realize you can't put baby powder. That shit makes pancake batter down that motherfucker. I don't know if anybody's ever put that pancake batter, that baby powder, that good smelling shit, and at the end of the night you're like you're making waffles and shit. Hey guys, that's why in the clubs they always used to have cologne. It wasn't just for up here, it was like, hold on, Enrique. Pow, you know what I mean? But we still have to go out. Remember that? And ladies, every time we went out, us guys, we try to get your number. It wasn't in the phone. It wasn't like text you emoji, winky face, and whatever. We used to try to get that number. Remember that? Oof, we didn't give a shit where you wrote that number. On a napkin, on our forehead. We didn't even care as long as we got that number. The crazy thing about it, one time I got a number. And one of the things that ends up happening, I was smoking weed at this time. I was just happy I got a number. You ladies, you're very clever. This wonderful woman was very clever. Guys, do you remember how long you had to wait before you called a woman once you got her number? 3 days. Only knows. Sleeping on the subway my ass. He still knows the number. 3 days. We had to wait 3 days. We had to be patient. Now, one of the things that ends up happening is, I was very impatient. And if you ever had a guy you went out with, your friends were always more impatient than you. And the guys would always ask you, hey bro, ask if she has friends, dog. I'm the one that fucking saved the princess from the castle. This motherfucker just wants the rewards, bro. Like, no. So I remember I called this number. Now, for you young people, you don't understand, that's a landline, motherfuckers. Remember that shit? Landlines? You had a cord about this long? For privacy, you'd have to go to another room. Mom, shut up. I called this number and I was all happy, I was sweating, I was getting excited. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I started trying to fry the pancake batter from the night before, you know what I mean? I hear a, and I was like, oh, and everybody that had a landline, you knew that somebody was on the other side of that phone because you heard that click, right, that they picked up? Oh my God. shit. And then it was got hard, and I was like, fuck. Then on the other side of the line, I couldn't wait to hear her voice. She was slamming. And on the other side of the line, I hear, yes, this is Pizza Hut. Can I take your order? I was heartbroken. I hung up the phone. Told my buddy, hey, give me that joint, bro. Fuck it. Fuck. Then what ended up happening? He tells me, he goes, hey, bro. So, like, that was Pizza Hut, huh? I said, yeah, why? I'm fucking hungry, dog. Call it back. So I called it back and we ate anyway. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But back in the day, it was different. We used to have different music. I don't know about the younger kids. I don't know what the hell's going on. I heard some music today that the younger kid was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out, I'm gonna put it in your butt, I'm gonna give you ecstasy, yes. I was like, what the fuck? Like, very aggressive. Like, if I were about to single on Spotify, like, it would come with lube. You know what I'm saying? Very aggressive. Remember the songs back in the days? We were playing some old school shit right here. It was cool hearing some old school hip hop. But remember the old school, like Smokey Robinson?
Yeah.
Remember that shit? Remember that? Luther Vandross?
Yeah.
No, the fat motherfucker, not that fucking Atkins motherfucker, like that big motherfucker, right? Remember the old school R&B in the 90s, everybody? Yeah. Remember we used to have like Guy, Jodeci?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jodeci was an ugly fucking group, weren't they? They looked like they smoked crack. Everybody remember that group? But they were great. They had a song called Fiend, and I love this song. And it was about a guy that would fiend for a girl like he would fiend for drugs. And the lead singer would sing it. He would say, take my money, my house and my car, for one hit of you. You can have it all, baby. 'Cause baby, love, every time we do, girl, there's no need for drugs. 'Cause I'm an addict of you. And you know. Now you're buying me popcorn, mother. Did you just butter?
Did you? Yeah.
One of the things that ends up happening though in that song, man, this guy was singing about it, right? It's like they used to have this group called Color Me Bad. I don't know if everybody knows that, right? All the motherfuckers looked like they were the leftovers of detention, right? None of them made sense. And they had that song, right? I want to sex you up. I love the second verse though. The second verse, it was come inside, take off your clothes, I'll make you feel at home. Right? And he talked about unplugging the phone. I went, unplug the phone. You know how old that is to unplug a phone? That's like some old school shit. That's crazy. But I'll be honest with you, man, like, whatever you're dating, whatever's going on, if you're in recovery, whatever's going on, please make sure that you are happy. All right? Especially in recovery. I don't know what programs y'all follow, but my program tells me I'm supposed to be happy, joyous, and free.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I trip out about that is if you ain't happy, you ain't joyous, you ain't gonna get to the free part. That means you gotta enjoy your recovery. But you say amen now, but wait until that motherfucker texts you, that ex texts you and shit like this motherfucker, you get so unspiritual. Oh. I've seen it happen. I see all my gentlemen in leathers and shit all riding. Make sure that y'all look out for them. I know that because I used to ride as well. But the crazy part about it is when you're all out and about, I'll be honest with you, I'm coming up on 14 years. I run a program. I'm pretty solid. I'll be honest with you about something. You get me in traffic, I am the most unspiritual and the most racist person ever.
Oh yeah.
If you, wow. He said that while he was holding his baby. He's like, yeah, me too. And it's true, I'm telling you right now, because they told me to be happy and joyous so I could be free. That's what they told me. But there's moments in my life that I ain't happy and I'm not joyous. So I have these recoveries and some kind of a ha 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 to get my shit in line. I get that. But you get me in traffic If y'all know and you are in traffic, you could have just done average pitches 63 to 65, whatever the fuck that thing is, right? I did this, I hit my knees, and I went like this, I prayed an altar to Jesus, and I did this, and I went over here, and yes, and I helped 3 people, and I called 3 people here, I talked to my sponsor, I did over here, I cleaned all the dishes in my sober living, I'm ready for the world. Then you get in traffic, and you want to kill the motherfucker in front of you, don't you? Especially when they drive a Tesla. Whoever's laughing knows what the fuck I'm talking about. The selling factor of a Tesla for a lot of people is it goes from 0 to 60 in what, 2 point something seconds? What is it? Less than 1 second? Have you ever seen anybody drive a Tesla up to 60 miles per hour? Really? Because I haven't seen that for shit. I drive around a lot of Asians. He's on his app right now. That's some bullshit. He's laughing because it's true. Every time I'm somewhere, I'll be honest with you, man, I am the most unspiritual when it comes to traffic, but I have to always go back, right, to my basics. So one of the things I want to say is thank you again to the Chief for getting me out here. A round of applause to the Chief for this. You can see that we're filming today, y'all. So one of the things that happens is later on this year, I'll be filming my comedy special, just to let you know. Be on the lookout for it, because I'm going to need some people in the audience, y'all. So make sure that you come through. Go ahead, you can round of applause. It's cool. Make shit happen. So you might end up being in the film is what this is about. That's what's going on. So we're doing little snippets and stuff like that. So afterwards, we're going to be doing some stuff too. But one of the things that happens is, y'all, I'm going to leave you with this note. It's not really a funny note. It's just something I want to say. If you are miserable in life, I'll be honest with you, you're doing this sobriety, this recovery shit wrong. I did not leave a drug that I loved for 15 years so I could be miserable in this life. So if you're miserable in this life, that means you ain't doing something in this life. You gotta go and find your happy. You gotta go and find your smile. And you ain't gonna find it in a person, you're not gonna find it in a job, you're gonna find it within yourself. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. And if you can't find it within yourself, then fucking play with yourself. Fuck it, it's the same shit. You know what I mean? It's the same endorphin rush. So just be honest with you. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for having me, everybody. Thanks so much.
Give him another big hand right now, yeah. Right before we have our main event, Mixed Whiskey Band, in just a minute. Right now, I want to call Alika and Fausto up here. Alika, Fausto. These are a couple of my co-partners in crime. And they got a few words to say. Take a couple minutes over here as we get our band ready for the main event, Mixed Whiskey. If you got to get up and go take a dump or whatever you got to do. I want to give a big hand. Let me see my daughter, Trina Joy.
Hold it.
Let me see Trina Joy.
Step outside for a minute. Make sure you get the whole.
Where's she at?
Where you going?
Where's the smoke?
Just let Trina Joy know. Thank you. This all happened because of my daughter, Trina Joy. Thank you, Trina, so much. All right, Fausto, one of my favorite hope dealers. Get on out here and say hello to everybody, Fausto.
Thank you very much, Chief. All right, guys, let's make some noise again for Liftoff in the Magic House. So real quick, if I've been your group facilitator here, make some noise. If I've been your group facilitator here. That's right. All right, guys, real quick, I just want to say, my name is Fausto. I'm a grateful alcoholic and drug addict. My sobriety date is October 22nd, 2017. And for that, God gets all the credit. And one thing I want to tell all you guys here is that each and every one of you are here for a reason. You guys are still alive for a reason. And remember that all that pain that you're going through today or that you've gone through in the past all has a purpose. But it's up to you guys to truly believe that. Because see, I can tell you guys that everything you went through has purpose, but if you doubt it, then it doesn't matter. And I'm trying to tell you guys, for me, God used me getting molested, getting abused, becoming addicted, being abandoned, being neglected, having depression, having anxiety, having codependency. He gave all that purpose Because I was able to forgive my abusers, I'm able to accept my mental health, and I've been able to stay sober for 5.5 years because I said that God told me that it has purpose. And so each and every one of you guys here, don't think what you're going through you can't get through. And don't think what you guys have been through is going in vain. Know that everything you guys are going through has a purpose, and know that if you guys can find a program of recovery, figure out who God is in your life, I promise you, you can write out your best life today and it will be better. You will experience love, you will give love, you will forgive, you will accept. And remember, the things that make you weak are actually your strengths. Because God will use your weaknesses for strengths, and it's your weaknesses that bring us closer together. Because I can tell you guys, yeah, I got a master's degree, I've been on TV, I've worked with celebrities, I've made a lot of money, I've traveled the world, but guess what? That doesn't matter. What matters is I have depression, I have anxiety, I have codependency, I'm an overthinker, I have a hard time with intimacy, and I struggle every day with suicidal ideations. That right there is my strength, and that right there is your strength. So don't ever hold back what you suffer with, because that will be the key to your success, to your sobriety, and to your connection with people, God, and love. And thank you for letting me share.
Give it up for Fausto, yeah. Right now, I'm going to get my shy daughter over here, Trina Joy, come on out here. This place, Lift Off Recovery, is her place. She's the one that made this all happen tonight. Let's give it up and let her say hello to you.
Hello, thank you everybody for being here. We're gonna be able to have a place to host for everybody to come in.
We can't hear you, Trina.
Give it up for my daughter, Trina Joy. Right before we get the main event of the night here, and thank you, Adrian, again. Thank you, everybody, again. And those of you in the back, if you're early, you won't be late. Come and get a seat up in the front over here, you know what I mean? Right? Come on, give me a little love on that one. Yeah.
Yeah!
Beautiful. I love that.
Give me
That's
some
what Adrian
love.
talks about joy. If you ain't enjoying the ride, do something a little bit different to change it up. And I'm telling you, man, I'm an addict, you know? I got to get high, so I had to find something in life to get high. And for me, getting high is helping people get sober and clean, get jobs, get new lives, go on date nights, fall in love again and again, whatever it takes and stuff like that. Now my brother Alika, where you at, Alika? Come on over here, let's go. Come on now, yeah.
All right, thank you, Chief. So my name is Alika, and I identify as a sober alcoholic and drug addict. I'd like to thank God, give God glory, everybody in the rooms around me, the credit for where I'm at today in my life. I have managed to stay out of God's way, and because of that, I've been sober for 6 years. Last Friday, I made 6 years actually. I met somebody tonight, if you remember talking to me, somebody had 42 days or something. Who was that? 49 days, it was 49 days. Was it you? Was somebody? I remember I couldn't stay sober for 49 seconds. I remember that like it was yesterday. But you know, 6 years ago, you know, we don't regret the past nor wish to shut the door in it for the newcomers, but mainly for my sake. So there's a principle in recovery that is taught to everybody. And that principle is being of service to others. Active in addiction, the only person we can think about is who? Ourselves. I only had the capacity to think about me. What I want, what I don't want, who I want to do it with. You know, all that kind of stuff. Very selfish, self-centered, self-seeking. So the solution to that is me thinking of somebody other than myself. Getting out of the problem. Greatest revelation I've ever had in my entire life is this. A revelation is something that was always there, but it was just covered, and I couldn't see what it was. Greatest revelation I ever had in my entire life is I found out the drugs wasn't the problem, all my ex-girlfriends wasn't the problem, the police department wasn't the problem, the state of Hawaii wasn't the problem, my dad wasn't the problem, I was the problem the entire time. And once it was revealed to me, and I could see it with my own eyes, because by the time I seen it with my own eyes, I learned how to be honest with myself. Single hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Where's all the liars? Raise your hand real quick. What's the spiritual principle behind the first step, anybody? Honesty. Single, most difficult, hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life was be honest with myself. But once I was able to do that, it set me free. Then I was already willing. You know, you guys know where I'm going with this, right? And I keep an open mind. Keeping an open mind keeps me teachable. Come on. Oh yeah, there's something else I found out that puts me far beyond human aid. Other than not being able to stop on my own accord once I start, Another thing that put me far beyond human aid was a closed mind. Because you know why? You can't teach me nothing. God cannot teach me nothing. Chief cannot teach me nothing. My dad cannot teach me nothing. Nobody can teach me nothing. My dad, raise your hand real quick. Go talk to him afterwards. Ask him if I'm telling you guys the truth about me. I mean, I was my way or the highway. I will pound a square peg in the wrong hole and show you that it's gonna fit. Narcissist, control freak. If I wasn't in control, I was out of control. But thank God, it's not like that today.
Yeah.
And that's not even the good news. The good news is that it can happen for you too. But it takes a four-letter word that can change your entire life. How I changed my life was, I can sum it up in 4 words. Work, 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 work. I denied the emotion more than I gave into it. I followed suggestions, I took direction. I could not do that after my addiction. I went to a meeting every day from February 17, 2017 to the day the pandemic happened. I got commitments at 4, sometimes 5. Out of the 7 meetings I went to, I had an area level commitment. I was a special events chair for the West Inland Empire. I planned all our events. I was taught from day 1 to stay in the middle of the herd because it's hard to fall off the cliff when you're in the middle. I have not left the herd since I got sober. That's one of the reasons, that's why I'm still sober for all you people, all you sporadic meeting attenders. You know, I mean, like, take it from me, trust me. Everybody, like, the opposite of addiction is, of course, connection. Everybody, every human being I've ever heard talk about a relapse, 100% of them have said, I disconnected from God, I disconnected from my fellowship, I disconnect from my sponsor, disconnect, 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 isolation, don't want to be accountable. I heard somebody tell me, not recently, hey, Jesus is my sponsor. I go, okay, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, but he sent a man named Rufus to come be my sponsor, to be his hands, his feet. You know, Jesus never came down and helped me walk me through my steps. He never came down and said, hey boy, you better start listening. No, he used people to come do that for me. But a lot of us, we get so spiritual and we say, oh no, Jesus is my sponsor. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. He's not my sponsor. Accountability is one thing that drastically changed my life. Being accountable to another person. You know, who's my sponsor, his name is Rufus, and I absolutely positively would not be here without his guidance today. So thank you guys so much for being here. And I got one little last thing to say. Thank you for the reminder, Fausto. So that principle of in recovery, of being of service, I took that and I had an idea. March 19th, 2020. March 19th of 2020, I had an idea. And that idea was, how can I help somebody struggling right now in the middle of the pandemic? Because these people, they never had the same resources I had when I got sober. Because everything was shut down. Mm-hmm. So it started with a thought. I made a page on social media and I called it Pro Recovery Power. And I started going live. I started making recovery clothing, website, YouTube page. I started running panels locally in my area. Then I turned it into a nonprofit organization to help people like me, addicts, alcoholics, people that have mental health issues. And how we help people, part of how we help people, is we host different sober events, sober parties. Anybody still like to party? Woo! All right. So the next party we have coming up is on March 18th. It is going to be at the Magic House. We have an unbelievable lineup of speakers. We got sponsors, food sponsors, Monster. Anybody like energy drinks? Monster sponsoring the event. We have Michael. Where's Mike? Mike Fiore. There. Mike is a big time educator on fentanyl awareness. Mike's gonna be up first. Anthony Beltran, he's not here right now, Elvis, but he's gonna be up sharing about how the Magic House has changed his life. And then after that, then Mike's gonna come up after Mike, my friend Sean Farrow. He owns Hope Fiend, it's a recovery clothing brand. If he stays sober, he will be celebrating 7 years clean and sober on that day, on March 18th. Woo! And then to close us out, my friend Kyle Kilov Singh. He's from the state of Hawaii, he's from the same island I'm from. Kyle's gonna be our main speaker that night. Kyle has an unbelievable story. You know, where do most people meet God? Typically, where do they meet him? Jail. Okay, jail, yeah. Depends who you ask. Majority of people will say church. Kyle had no conception of God. Nobody taught him about God. He had no God, no nothing. He got locked up. He was 98 pounds, soaking wet when he got locked up. And he escaped jail the first time. So when he got caught again, they locked him up, solitary confinement for the first 3 years. Never seen a human being, never heard a human voice, never felt the sun for 3 years. In that 7x7 cell, He was about to kill himself. His voice inside said, Kyle, just ram your head into the wall, Kyle. And he said, okay, I'm going to do it. And he went to go, and he was stuck. He couldn't move. And from a kid, when he remembered watching TV, and he remembered seeing a vision of this guy falling to his knees and praying to this other guy named God. And that's exactly what Kyle did. That's exactly where he met God, in his 7x7 cell. And he spent the next 7 years, 10 altogether, in the high custody. But what Kyle does today, Kyle goes around the country, kind of like Mike. Mike goes around the country too. Kyle goes around the country and he speaks to the children because they are our future. He of course, he talks about don't do drugs and everything. But what his message is about making the right decisions, about choices. You know, because he's famous for saying this. You're one choice away from a different life. And I believe that with all my heart. So I encourage you guys, if you guys want to know more about the event, come talk to me, come talk to Fausto, Chief, Sunday, anybody connect to the Magic House. Okay, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Fausto, very, very much. Now we're getting ready for the main event of the night.
Yeah.
The main event. Make sure you get a seat, scoot up a little closer if you can't hear that good. And once again, after this group's done, we'll have a word of prayer for those of you who left around here, because this could be a hard week for some people here. There could be some challenging things going on in your life right now, and we want to make sure that we're all prayed up for each other. But this is the main event tonight, and thank you guys for coming here. Mix Whiskey, take it over. Let's do it, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Mix Whiskey. This is my brother Vicious Gin, together with the Whiskey Diaries from Montebello, California. And you know, it's good to play here. It's good to be in the family, set free. I've known Chief for a long time. You know, I'm an addict myself. I'm an alcoholic addict in recovery. And like the brother says, there is a difference between sobriety and recovery. If you're sober and miserable, I get it, bro. That's abstinence. Recovery is actually doing the steps and changing what's in here. You know what? The only reason I'm standing here is because of recovery. Yesterday we just played one of the biggest shows in LA, To Live and Die in LA. We played with a bunch of great artists named No Face, Reverie, and a bunch of other ones. The year before that we were playing with Sugar Free and a bunch of great artists. I've got to share the stages with some of the best artists, not only in Southern California, but around the world. Our music's getting heard all over the world, and why? Because it's recovery. And that's it. You know, at the end of the day, that's why I'm here, and that's why whenever Chief calls me up and he says, hey, you gotta be of service, it's always a yes. So here we are again, me and my brother. Play a couple songs for you. Hey, everybody in the back, don't trip. Come on, get in here, man. Don't even trip. Let's get this party going. Yeah, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, not all these songs are about only recovery. Some of them are having a good time too. So let's come on, let's have some good times, baby. Alright, let's get this party started. This is an original song. This one's called Wise Words of a Struggling Mother.
Let's go, Big.
Lost myself in the forest, chasing the trees alone. Take it away, bitches. Flying from the mountains I've been climbing, searching for your face but I can't find it. Lost myself in the forest, chasing the trees alone. Alright, this next song's about bad habits. You're like whiskey on the rocks, cold to my nose. Oh, bad habit that I can't let go. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. The way I'm loving you. You're that needle to my veins, takes away the pain. But when you're not around, I feel insane. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. The way I'm loving you. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. The way I'm loving you. You're that thief in the night, robs me clean, leaves me with nothing but a bad memory. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. The way I'm loving you. It's a crime, it's a crime, it's a crime. The way I'm loving you. Yeah. One, two, three, four. I like you guys too much to not tune my guitar. Alright. Like I said yesterday, we were in LA. It was flooded. We still went out there and we played till and die in LA. That's the one thing I learned from the program. You show up no matter what. You show up. I'm telling you, the only reason I have success today in my life is because of the program. Straight up. Discipline, waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, doing all that stuff. And I already knew that. That's new. Because I'm the addict, like Mike says. I woke up in the morning with no money and I got high and I had money to get high the next day. I was a fucking hustler. And that's what I do with this music. I gotta play all these stages with a lot of these artists and they know one thing. I'm gonna fucking outwork every one of them. I'm an addict. Yeah. That's just the way it is. You know, but at the end of the day is I always know the difference between me and them is I'll fuck it up in a moment. Straight up. I'll throw it all away. And I've done it so many times. Relapse is a part of my story, and man, I gave up time, you know, but I'm tired of that. This next song's not an original, this one's gonna be a cover. And this is for the legend, the man, the one that inspired this sound. I wrote a lot of these songs when I was locked up in 08, 09, doing time as a criminal, career criminal, and I didn't think I was gonna do this as a career. I was just like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be upstate someday, so this is just for fun. But you know what? This man inspired me, and we ended up coming up with the sound. So if you know it, sing it along. This one's for the man in black, Johnny Cash. Let me hear you when dedicate that song to Jesse. I don't know his last name. Jesse used to play up in the trains up in the Bay. I don't know if you guys can find him on YouTube, but he was a punk rock. They called him the punk rock Johnny Cash. He was the first dude, man, I listened to for a long time when I was in my addiction. He was in his addiction too. Eventually ended up ODing and dying. So it just lets you know that there's a lot of talented addicts out there that don't ever get to make it in this moment. So if you're here and you're alive right now, be grateful for that, man. Be grateful for that. No matter where it is, where you're at, be happy, man. Yeah. Straight up. This next song goes out. Hold on, let me tune it real quick. This next song is an original song. And this one goes out to all my criminals. Not that I'm judging that there's any here, but if there isn't, then it goes out to me. That's right. So when you go do some time, you come out and you got these glorified babysitters. And they like to watch every move you make. If you never had one, my hats are off to you, but I did. They're called a PO. This one's called Parolee. Well, the six stay at home. They'll lock you up and make a double for the people right now and the things that do. Others just looking out for you. Well, I tried my hardest to bring the best out of me. They'll watch you with close everything that you do, every move that you make, every shit that you take. They'll want to know. Well, I tried my hardest to bring the best out of me. Just straight away. They'll come knocking at your door in the morning when the sun rises. Wake you up from your sleep with a nasty rain. Some world that you live in. Well, I tried my hardest to bring the best out of me. Being good, just stay free. They'll take you to that court with the judge and the jury. Tie you up to the chains, put you back on the train, and send you home to your cage. Well, I tried my hardest to bring the best out of me. Being good, just straight away. Well, I tried my hardest to bring the best out of me. Being good, just straight away. God, I've never freaking played in a ring, but I've definitely been in a fight. The fight of life. This is a Rocky Balboa shit right here. Excuse my French. Alright, straight up. You know, it's crazy because obviously being a career criminal and being proud of it, I'm not gonna lie, I was a pretty good one at it. My uncle always said, you know, if you suck at doing crime, go get a day job, homie. Because you know what, this is for fools that are trying to get away with it. And I was like super egotistic. I'm trying to get away with the deal. And I did, you know, and like, it's crazy because like now I'm in this whole new lifestyle. And like, have people listening to me in Germany, Australia, Sweden, Japan, you know, all over the United States and shit. Sometimes I have these people come up, and some of them are fucking law. They're cops. And I had a cop come up to me, and I really like this guy. He comes to a lot of my shows. If he's watching this, if you guys got him on your live, he's probably like, yeah, it's me. This one's for you. You know who I'm talking about. He's all like, you know what song I like? And I'm like, which one? He's like, Parolee. And I was like, oh, that's a good one, bro. He's like, no, but the thing is, I'm a cop. And I'm like, oh shit! Oh shit, I guess we got cops to listen to us too. Alright, what the hell, let's do this. And that's what happens when you get sober and clean, huh? Things change. This next one goes out to any motorcycle enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Any bikers in the house? You know, when I started this whole career, that was my bread and butter. OG mics, bike nights, playing for all the MCs out there. From 99% to the 1%ers. This song's about brotherhood and riding old machines. This one's called Like Wild Horses Run.
Let's go, brother.
We got 3 more songs for you guys. Hope we're not losing you here. Hope we're not losing you. Like I said, my name is Migs Whiskey. This is Vicious G. If this is the first time you heard us, that's who our names are. You can Google the name MIGS Whiskey. We're on Spotify, Pandora. Like my brother Chief says, today I'm Googleable. That's right. Hey, it's just the truth. It ain't arrogance. It's confidence. Now we're trying to get here. This one got some music video. You can check it out on YouTube. This is called Home Sweet Home. This is an original. Very dear to my heart. That's right. I'm gonna do one more. You know what? I don't like to I learned this from Chief. I don't like to overplay my welcome. You know, I just wanted to keep going. I want you guys to all socialize. So this is gonna be our last song. But before I leave, I want to say some words. You know, if you're out there and you're struggling, get out of self. Go to AA, go to NA, go to church, go somewhere. Figure something out. I mean, it ain't uncommon for addicts to know where to go get something. You know, it's in our nature. When I want to feel different, I go out of my house and I go find it. So it's the same thing with your recovery. Instead of finding a bag, you're finding someone that's got some good stuff. And if you got better stuff than they got in AA or church, hey, pasa, like Chief says. Because trust me, I'm always about getting high, you know? And I still get high, but it ain't that kind of high anymore. This is a real, different, good high. Yeah. And you know, today I have a higher power to the teachings of Jesus Christ. But if you're not religious, I get it too. I wasn't religious for a long time, and I'm not religious. But at the end of the day, I do like that man's philosophy and his teachings. You know, and I am a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, even though they say it's anonymous, you know, but I've been on a couple podcasts and that shit's already gone. First podcast I ever did, I was higher than a fucking kite. Second podcast I did, he's like, yo, you sober? I'm like, oh shit, bro, I guess I'm gonna have to say it. And I had to get honest, you know, and the culture I come from, you know, you try to fucking mask it as much as you can. But you know what? That shit only gets you in trouble. So, I don't know, like if there's any artists out here too, or anybody that's an entrepreneur starting a business, know one thing, it's gonna be fucking work. So, I always say this is my motto, this is me and my brother's motto, original is better than better. The only reason I am at the success, and success from my definition of what success is to being recognized for the good things you've done. That's success. Success isn't fucking money and mansions. Like we walk into a room today and they know us, and why? Because we've done some stuff before. So walk into rooms where everyone knows you've done something before. And if you go to rooms like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, or a church, if they keep seeing your face, you're gonna feel that success. They're gonna remember you. They're gonna remember you for something you did. You probably welcomed them to the church or something. Get out of self. You don't gotta be a rock star to be a rock star. Straight up. Everybody always wants to be the rock star and shit, man. That shit ain't even what it is. Trust me, man. Most of these fools I meet backstage, all these guys that everyone sees that, trust me, these fools are heavily in debt. They got so much fucking problems. You don't want their lives. I don't want their lives. I don't even want that life either. All I want to do is be with my God, be sober and clean, and be of service to you. So I'm over here because of that. I'm going to end with this. I'm sorry for the kids that are involved in this house, but you know what? We do outlaw folk around here. So I'm going to do this song for the outlaws. This is the one song that's going all over the world. Everyone's riding to it and everything. This is the money maker right here, baby. This is the one. This one's called Outlaw.
give it up one more time for Mixed Whiskey. Yeah. Let's all stand if you would. Join hands with that person next to you. We're going to close in a word of prayer, but first off, take a look at that person right next to you. Your front, back, side to side, everybody like that. Touch your brothers and sisters. We're here for one another. Once again, you guys, yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank everybody. Next Sunday night, we'll be meeting back at the Magic House down the street. Everybody's always welcome and invited. Let me leave you with these words. Got to hear some comedy tonight. Got to hear some testimonies tonight. Got to hear some wisdom tonight. Little nuggets. But the biggest part of life is every day is a brand new day. Tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's dead and gone. Tonight is the night that counts. Living in the moment. Living the life. And I just know that my master, my king, Lord Jesus says it's more blessed to give than to receive. And I think if all of us think about giving, giving some love, giving a handshake, a little hug, a little food, a cigarette, whatever it might be that you give to somebody else, I'm telling you, it's the greatest high in the world. That's coming from the old school addict. I'm one of the last of the Mohicans around. I've been riding longer, living longer, hanging out longer, causing drama longer than most of y'all in this room here tonight. And I'll tell you this much, hey, man, I'm enjoying the ride. It's from being nice to people, being kind to people, being helpful to people. And like I said, for me, my high is Jesus Christ. Number one and all. So I want to thank all of you, man, that are here tonight. Make this happen. And if we have next Sunday night, I'll see you at the Magic House. But my final prayer, what do you got, court cards to sign?
We got the raffle.
Oh, we got something to give away. Is somebody winning something? What are they winning? How much? 50, anybody need $50?
Right here.
Okay, I'm gonna pick a number here. All right, geez, I didn't realize they had. Okay, seriously, I'm not cheating you guys. I'm sticking my dark brown hand in there. Okay, can you read that?
313124.
Uh-oh. Check her number. I gotta watch out for those cholas. She did it, okay. Give her the $50, yeah. Okay, let's go back to the Lord in prayer that she'll give that to me tonight. All right, yes. Seriously, what a wonderful group of people this is. And Sunday, hug those people that are right next to you for me, man. Hug those people right there. I'll tell you, I love those people. And this week, if you need a helping hand for whatever it might be, whether it's my number, Sunny's number, Fausto's number, Alika's number, or any number, any way we can help you out. You need to get married this week, we're there for you, like I said. You're going through a divorce, we're there for you. We're here because we love and care for you. So Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I pray blessing on every life here. Touch them all, God, from the crown of their heads to the soles of their feet. May you make them healthy and wealthy and wise. Make this the greatest week ever. In Jesus' name I pray. And everybody said, amen. God bless. Say goodbye. Hi to people. Give a few hugs on the way out. And if somebody's